Hello. I am Sarai Zen, and as you can tell, this video is a bit more relaxed. I kind of wanted it to be set up similar to a vlog. I'm just going to be explaining to you some different spiritual practices I have to help me prepare for each new month. Because I find when I just let the month start without setting any intentions for the month, how I want to work with the energy from the month, what kind of goals I have for the month, time just gets away from me. I feel like time passes so quickly. I feel like things in my world are a little bit more chaotic, and I don't flow with all of life's lessons and obstacles and energy as well as I do when I set really intentional energy for each month. For me, it's not just day-to-day things like meditating daily and journaling daily, although those do help a lot, but it's important for me to incorporate some spiritual practices that have longevity, as in the things that I mentioned in this video. Even though I do them on a certain day, I expect the energy of those practices to sort of carry over the entire month, if that makes sense. At least that's what I believe. So I'm going to walk you through some different ways you can incorporate spiritual mindfulness into your everyday life by way of focusing on making your home more energetically intentional. I feel like you spend a lot of time at home, a lot of internal work gets done at home. You want to make sure you're setting up the best environment to facilitate your own individual specific goals. So yeah, let's get to it. So I start off in each room playing an energy cleansing frequency. You can find a lot of those on YouTube. I'll make a separate video explaining how energetically powerful music is. But yes, this is my first step. Then I like to begin my monthly spiritual routine outside and work my way in. I spend a good amount of time daily in my car, and I want to always make sure I feel safe and guided in my vehicle. So it's important that I give my car an energetic reset. All throughout this video, I will be using incense to cleanse the energy. Burning sage or spraying Florida water is also commonly used to cleanse energy, as well as crystals. So use whatever is culturally relevant and accessible to you. I think it's important to mention I pray the entire time I'm doing this whole routine. I'm just talking to God and expressing gratitude for all that I have and praying for continued blessings. So here I am cleansing the energy of the crystal I keep in my car, which is opalite, a beautiful crystal for empaths. It removes energy blockages in all chakras and creates an energetic boundary so that you are not burdened with the full weight of others' emotions. My friends and I vent a lot in my car, so I felt this crystal was best for me to keep in my car, along with a pouch full of mugwort and comfrey root, which are both good for protection when traveling. So as I'm cleansing my crystal pouch and my car, I'm just praying that God keeps me safe. Depending on what kind of energy you want to have when you're driving, you can look up different herbs and crystals to help you set intentions here. I find that onyx and tourmaline are great crystals for protection and easy to work with. Now you will see a lot of sweeping from me in this video. You never really consider the spiritual significance of sweeping. So much energy gets trapped in our home. The emotions we feel as we're coming and going, unless we intentionally remove them, they don't really go anywhere. So as I am sweeping my doorstep and my patio, I'm praying that God removes the stagnant energy there. I pray that the border of my home remains safe and that good memories continue to be made. And then I cleanse the energy of my door itself with the incense and pray that all who enter my home come with good intentions and that they find peace and safety within my home and that they leave with happy memories. This part is especially important to me. I have always wanted my home to feel like a safe haven for others. As soon as you walk through the door, I want the energy to feel warm and serene and like you can be your most authentic self and receive love. I wanted to have a come as you are and stay as long as you need to sort of vibe. I pray that within these walls, all problems find a solution, and that as soon as you walk through the door, you feel welcomed and loved. So yeah. So we continue further inward in the home, continuing to sweep, and I just express gratitude as I go. Being able to create a space that I love really makes the younger childhood version of myself so very proud. When I look around at how my own essence has seeped into everything in my home, it really humbles me to know that God has blessed me with so much. But yeah, we're just sweeping all the floors, letting the energy cleansing frequency playing in the background do its thing. I swept the rest of the floors off camera. And then you mop, just to deepen the cleansing. If you feel so inclined, you can add Florida water or rosemary water into your mop fluid. I didn't do that here, but feel free. And now we're going to move on to the mirrors. Mirrors are often talked about in the feng shui aspect and the topic of many spiritual conversations. Just like mirrors grab our images and reflect them back to us, they do the same thing with our energy. It's important to cleanse the energy there. So I clean the mirrors with a regular glass cleaner, and then more towards the end of this whole routine, I go back and cleanse the energy itself with the incense. You want to do that with every big reflective surface in your home. And not only do mirrors represent self-awareness and introspection, they also symbolize consciousness and spiritual wisdom. Just some tips: it's a bit risky to have two mirrors facing each other. The energy that both individual mirror contains ends up bouncing off each other pretty rapidly, and this can make a chaotic sort of energy portal. So just be aware of that. Also, you want to especially cleanse the mirrors in your bedroom because that's the room you're most likely the most vulnerable in, as in when you sleep. And we know that energy passes through these mirrors constantly, so I like to pray over the mirrors in my bedroom for extra protection. After the mirrors, I move on to dusting. Just like sweeping or vacuuming if that's what you prefer, dusting gets rid of stagnant energy as well. And then here you can see me cleansing the energy of my self-love altar. I will also make a separate video on creating altars in your home, but for me personally, my entire self-love journey changed completely when I created a self-love altar. The intention behind it was not vanity, but learning to love myself the way God loves me, just pouring confidence and positivity into my being. Creating a space specifically for spiritual work really elevates your mindset when it comes to whatever type of spiritual work you do. The point of altars is to take yourself out of your normal space to shift your mindset to spiritually creating, which in turn raises your energy to be in alignment with the work you're doing. So now I'm going to go through my entire home with my incense to cleanse all the spaces, including my mirrors. In my bedroom, I'm praying for serenity and a good night's rest since I'm still working on healing my insomnia, which that has been a thing since I've existed on this earth, but as soon as I find a solution for stubborn insomnia, you all will be the first to know. Then moving on to my studio equipment, praying for the removal of stagnant creative energy and asking for confidence to continue to create more music. And you continue onward. Some of it I did off camera, some of the incense cleansing, but I'm being careful around my cat tree. I know this particular incense is safe for pets to inhale, but I just like to take extra precautions. And here I'm praying around my office area that I continue to be productive and inspired to go after all of my dreams, and that my focus remains sharp and determined. And that when I do tarot readings here, I stay protected and create a safe energy portal of communication every time. And then you want to blow a handful of cinnamon into your home for protection and to invite good luck. I forgot to show clips of it, but before blowing cinnamon into your home, you want to open your doors and windows to release that incense smoke because that also releases the energy that you trapped in that smoke, so it's clearing out the energy of the home. But here I am washing my hands with cinnamon and salt just to cleanse that energy that gets stored in your hands when you're doing all of this and to attract good favor and wealth. And now, after all of that hard work, you are done. You can rest. When I tell you all of that sweeping had my back aching, I'm really going to need to invest in a good vacuum. Of course, you can do that if you prefer that over sweeping. I highly suggest it, depending on how big your place is. But anyways, I like to journal after I'm done with the whole cleansing routine and just set intentions for the month ahead. And once again, expressing gratitude to God, the universe, my spiritual team, for blessing me with everything that I have. It is a lengthy process, but it is so worth it. I like to do this the first week of every new month. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please feel free to comment if you have any questions or if you'd like to share how you cleanse your own home. And be on the lookout for my new moon energy reading and meditation. They will both be out this week. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe and share with your loved ones. Talk to you soon. Don't eat that.